Mike Powell bringing the long hair back. He was bald for his last one. He shaved it all off, and now he's back again. He's on a little bit of a streak right now, on a 2-fight win streak here at Toro Cup. Let's see if he can keep it rolling against the debuting Zacharie Baron-Powell. Oh, Baron-Powell immediately inverts onto a heel. Could be looking at short time here. He's got a nice grip. That looks bad. Mike's tough, though. Wow, great grappling, great leg pummeling from Mike Powell. He's trying to get under on a leg of his own now. He's got to, he takes a foot to the face for his troubles.
Well, we're definitely looking for the bonus, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
I'll take as many kicks to the face as I need
to get that check.
If I'm getting $500 for it.
That's like one sweater for you.
I think you're overestimating my clothing budget here, buddy.
You just look like you have extremely good taste, is all I'm saying.
This is recorded. I'm going to go back and snapshot that and replay it as often as I need to, because that is such a nice compliment. Thank you. I've been working on my personal style in 2025. Okay, back to the match, because I hate when people just talk about themselves and they're commentating. It drives me nuts.
Shoulder crunch attempt.
There we go. Talk about jiu-jitsu.
I can get back into character real quick.
It's been a long day.
He's trying to rotate. Powell's trying to rotate his hips back in so he doesn't get flattened. And when you start seeing these, this is what I mean when I say like a modern black belt. Like Mike is a black belt, but he's pretty young, but he's had a black belt for like 5 years now. So when you've been competing at that level, but you're still not, 45, 50 years old, you have so much left in your competition tank. And I feel like Mike has been really hitting a new stride, and this is definitely a tall task for him here. Nice look at this like octo style look. Zach trying to keep the weight over Mike, but he ends up in Mike's truck. Trying to pursue the back now. Or no? Leg pummeling. There's been a lot of really high-level leg pummeling in this match. And this is the same setup that Mike got out of before. It looks so deadly to me. Now Mike's on top, and it's finally starting to slow down now that money's off the table.
Now, for those watching at home, we only have 4 matches left tonight. We are in our final 5 matches. So don't blink. These last matches often get really spicy. We bring out some of our best for last.
Yeah, we've had good stuff all day, but make no mistake about it, some of the people that you're going to see in these last 4 matches have had dozens of Toro Cup matches between them. Oh, wow, Ooh. What a crazy-looking sweep.
Oh!
Mike tries to return with the flying triangle.
Jump through the triangle to the mount.
I've never seen somebody try to club somebody from the seated guard before. That looked a little bit like what that was. Shin-to-shin action for Baron-Powell. He's going to try to elevate. Now the knee. Oh, wow. Mike tried to fake the knee cut and then just go straight onto a belly-down heel hook. Yeah, I agree, Bagels. Very feisty.
A little bit of a look at a shallow underhook there from Mike.
Yeah, that shallow underhook is really good against the knee shield. I find that a knee shield top half guard, get that shallow underhook in, you can really start working some reputable passes.
Yeah, Zach has great distance control. He uses really strong frames and butterfly hooks in conjunction with one another, and I think that that's one of the things that has made him dangerous this match. We kind of see that again. He almost uses the frames to push and pull and bait you to come in, and then elevates with the lower body. Yeah. And it's really fun to see players that are equally comfortable on top and bottom when they kind of sit to this double-seated position and start to look at the leg entanglements. And especially before points, we do get to see a lot of this. Points go on in about 40 seconds, so you might see a change in pace once that happens. But for now, we've seen both guys attacking quite a bit, which is fun.
Yeah, I absolutely. I mean, if the pace is going to change, it surely can't go up. I mean, this has been one of the most, as far as back and forth and technical exchanges goes, these guys definitely are showing what the black belts can do in no-gi.
I really like Mike's use of his head. You can see him trying to dig his head to that topside shoulder of Zach, trying to drive the shoulder down to the ground. But again, Zach's distance control. He has that right butterfly hook in. So even with this over-the-top guillotine passing style from Mike, he's not really ever in too much danger because he's able to elevate the lower body. So that's something, like someone like me, I am very familiar with that position. I run into that issue a lot. When you're passing from the top and you have a strong guillotine, if you're not clearing the butterfly hooks at the same time, then you can't really get anything going in. And in fact, it can really expose you to being swept.
Yeah, absolutely. It almost looks to the naked eye like Mike is really, really loading himself up and kind of priming himself to be swept. But it's always that level of awareness that he has as a longtime competitor and a black belt to just be like, I'm about to put myself in a position to be swept for sure. So I always feel like I'm going to see Zach get it. There's a nice little leg sweep there. That was kind of the single leg Koichi kind of look.
Yeah, he's going to score 2. So this is the first score in the match. We could potentially see a K-guard entry.
Yeah, Mike's got a really good K-guard. He's got a bunch of good entries into triangle. I think that's what I remember the most about him from his MMA career, is that he was one of the only guys around here who worked a rubber guard into a triangle. But in terms of his grappling career, lately we've seen a lot of front headlock stuff from him. Knowledge in the legs. He looks like he's trying to. He really looks like he's chasing truck in some of these exchanges. 2 on the board for Powell. It's 2-2. Really strong shield, Z-guard, if you will. Look for Zacharie Powell earlier. He keeps going back to this butterfly hook no matter what he gets. So I'm feeling like that's his A-guard. He seems to be really capable of getting that in. Now he's kind of looking at a lockdown. And that, to me, is a sign that Mike has almost passed.
Oh, he's just doing an arm in here. For a second, he had his hand actually grabbing his own forearm. But he actually releases the head. Now, crucifix.
Mike's pretty good at that, but
wow, Zach got a great timing there on rotating towards him. That was quick.
Timing and awareness. Whew. Powell trying to use that momentum from the wrestling to get up under the leg.
Yeah, a little wrestling exchange there off that single leg come up. And
what a great match.
It's Zach that comes in on top. He's going to score 2 points for that exchange. So he's up by 2 points now with 2:20 left. Wow, that was a really well-timed crucifix defense. I'm going to have to watch that back because it looked really secure.
And that's
for
a position
moment.
that I know Mike plays. Mm-hmm. I know that that's not a foreign place for him to be. So to have a knowledgeable, educated black belt on you like that, like glue, and to be able to time the escape shows a lot of technical know-how too. Our first time seeing Baron-Powell here on the Toro Cup mat, but I'm very impressed with him overall. Nice. This is what I like here. This really heavy on the chest type of side control, twister side control. Baron-Powell's across the body now and up by 4. So Mike needs a mount. Oh no, they're saying that 7. Okay, so he needs more than mount or back now.
I think at this point, when you're down that level of points, you're looking for the kill, right?
Of course, especially these two guys.
Yeah, and we saw him come in on a couple of guillotines, so that could be something that he looks back at.
That is what I've seen him hit a lot of people with before, and I know he's got a great front headlock game. But he's had a lot of trouble getting to like a meaningful grip so far here tonight.
Diving that left knee through. Might expose his leg in the process though, but he's really hunting for that chest-chest connection now. We might see him bring his right arm over the top of the head and start hunting the head since there's only 53 seconds left. But we almost saw a leg entry there.
I think he's getting frustrated with the guard.
Oh.
Powell's making these bigger movements to try and get around the guard, and I think he's getting a little frustrated.
Yeah. Opened up crab right a little bit, kind of had some back exposure. And sometimes that happens when we get really explosive with our guard passing. But with 30 seconds left, I think, he knows the risk, he understands, but he's just looking for the kill in any way he can. So you got to respect that too.
Yeah, Zacharie Baron-Powell, hopefully we can get him back on Toro Cup. Definitely a really, really good seated and supine guard player. Has shut down a lot of the approach here from Mike after going up on points. And swept into better and better positions throughout the match. Powell falls back on a foot, but it's not enough. And it will be Zacharie Baron-Powell who is victorious in his Toro Cup debut.